Get ready for Bigfoot. Welcome back. This is a very different type of build for me. Typically with the puppets that I build, I start with a clay sculpture, which is what I use to create a pattern, and that's how I come up with all these different shapes. However, with this project, I'm gonna be carving Bigfoot's head out of this block of foam. I think this is the first real time I've ever sculpted this type of foam to make a puppet before. This is a technique that I don't use that often, and the main reason for that is it's not easy to repeat if you have to make multiple of the same character. When I make a pattern, I can use that same pattern to make as many of the puppets as I want. However, when you sculpt out of this type of foam, you'd have to do a custom sculpt for every single one, and sometimes it's hard to match it perfectly. Also, at this point, I don't have an exact design in my head. I'm gonna be kind of winging it. I'm just gonna be kind of developing the character while I'm sculpting it based on many of the references that the director has sent me. Now, this type of soft foam is really difficult to carve nicely, and that's because it's so soft. This is not like sculpting clay where the firmness of the clay makes it easier to manipulate. Also, the main shape is pretty much only subtractive, so think of it like carving something out of stone. You can't really put it back on that easily. Let's see how it goes. Now the first step is to sketch out a rough shape. There's really no need to do any detailed drawing here because this foam is going to get trimmed off right away. Then you have to cut off the bulk of the foam. Now typically I would do my broad strokes using a turkey carver, and I actually have two of them, but I could not find either of them for this project. Because of time, I just had to get going and use this utility knife instead. Now that I have the primary shape down, I'm going to start adding a little bit more form to the head. The block of foam that I had wasn't thick enough to do the entire head, so I had to glue two pieces together in order to get the full size. Once you have the main shape that you need, you keep going over it again and again with scissors to try to smooth out all those little edges. Now that the basic head shape is done, I'm going to start sculpting some additive features such as the nose and eyebrows too. This here is the most annoying part about sculpting a foam head, and that is creating the entry hole for your hand. You have to carve it from the inside out. It's very tedious. At this point, I'm using contact cement to add some of the features. And now I'm using scraps of foam to make eyelids. To me, this is where it really starts to come to life. Next, I use a hot knife to carve in skin details. It's really important to do this part outside because this foam burning is very toxic. So again, you definitely want to be outside and using a respirator. Next, I'm doing a thin layer of rubber. This is a special type of rubber that acts just like latex, except for its neoprene base instead of latex base. That means it's not going to break down over time like latex does. The rubber I use is called Creature Cast. For this puppet, I did end up using L200 for most of the teeth because I knew this character might actually be biting people and I didn't want something that would be too stiff. I actually have a whole other tutorial on how to make teeth for puppets. Click the link above to see that. The fangs I use for this puppet are actually plastic teeth that I got from a jack-o'-lantern kit. Now we're on to color. To paint Bigfoot, I used Creature Cast mixed with acrylic paint. I've never really done this type of painting before on a 3D project like this, so I'm really kind of winging it, but I'm pretty happy with how it came together at the end, especially considering it was my first time. Lastly, I drape a quick pattern for the fur covering of the head and for the rest of the body. Then I cut out the pieces and start stitching them all together. Here's a tip to make your puppets drool and look sweaty. I covered Bigfoot's face and mouth with KY jelly to make it really slimy and grotesque. And now for the final assembly, I'm putting it all together with Super 74 spray adhesive and Masters contact cement. Oh yeah, and pretty much the whole time I was making hands the same way. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this build. It was definitely a challenge for me, both from a material standpoint as well as a design standpoint. This more creature-esque aesthetic is something I don't get to do that often, so I jump on most opportunities I get. Anyway guys, thanks for stopping by and I'll see you next time.